Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Jai Shri Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Panchakalpatarubhyasya कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णवेभ्यो हरे राम please accept my humble obeisances already voted from the call. Please forgive me for stopping your chanting. It's time for our Srimad Bhagavatam session. Before that, I would like to read. Saying the Hare Krishna mantra once on each of the 108 beats of Japamala constitutes one round. Chanting a fixed number of rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra Japa is the most urgent necessity and important engagement of a devotee each and every day. It should be completed before anything else. There are many Vaishnavas in Vrindavan who will not even drink a drop of water until they finish 64 rounds. Unfortunately, for many devotees, this vital activity is often relegated to a secondary position, while other concerns like body, family cares, and tasks at hand take priority. Under illusion, one wakes up in the morning thinking, I have many pressing things to do, emails, phone calls, reading the newspaper, and watching televised news. What's the hurry? I have all day to chant the rounds. Chanting Krishna's holy name, the very life birth of the soul, becomes a mere trifling thing to do so at some other time. If you cannot finish 16 rounds, then you must not sleep on that day and you must not eat. Why don't you forget to eat? Why do you forget chanting Hare Krishna? This is negligence, aparada, offense. Hare Krishna. May then with pranams to all the devotees on the call. May I know who all have joined the call?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Kunja Rasadas from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining, Prabhu. Krishna, Varmalivanjiri Mataji and all the assembled devotees. Dandavat Pranam, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shamarasika Devidasi from Germantown, Maryland. Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining. Anybody
Hare
else?
Krishna Mataji, Madhanas Pranam to you and all the devotees on the call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Orlando, Florida.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Good to hear you back, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, welcome back.
Thank you, Mataji.
So happy to see your voice again after so long time. So let us welcome Mataji again. But 3 times.
Hari Bol to all of you. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari Bol. Yeah. And also, Mataji, please pray for, like my husband and me turned positive yesterday, COVID.
Okay,
so,
yes, Mataji.
Yeah. But I thought, let me just, come on the call and feel a little more better. But yeah, like, and all 4 of us are like in that situation, so I had to take care of family. So I was not able to join Mataji immediately. But thank you for encouraging. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Anybody? Sure, Mataji will pray for your speedy recovery. Anybody else would like to announce? See, I see Acharya Das Prabhu has joined the call, but Prabhuji, I think your audio is not joined. We only see you. Maybe we have to connect audio. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna,
now.
can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now we can hear you. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Okay, so should we start the class?
Yeah, just a minute. I'll just say the verse number. I welcome all once again to Everyday Chant Harinam conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Acharya Das Prabhu to enlighten us on verse 36 of chapter 17, Canto 6 from Mayapur, India. Hare Krishna. Once again, my humble obeisances to you, Prabhuji. And
What's the verse number you said?
17.
No,
Sorry.
Mataji,
No, not 17. Sorry. 24. Sorry.
34,
36 and
36, yeah.
36. 36 onwards. And chapter 17.
Yes, sir.
Chapter 17. But this morning, Anupam Prabhu gave me chapter 13.
No, no, Prabhuji. 6.17.36.
He gave me wrong number. 6.17.
6.17.36.
36. Let me see.
6.17.36.
I have not prepared for that also. Anyway, so let me see. So this is Mother Parvati curses Chitraketu. Right? This chapter.
Yes, Prabhuji. Let's start.
Parvati curses Chitraketu. So 36. Let me try. 36, you mean?
Yes, Prabhuji, 36.
It's a small purport.
You can take more also. 36 and onwards, yeah.
Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyaham Sri Guru Srita Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamuscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Nitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabudhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitangscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatyadesutarine Vancha kalpa turubhascha kripa sindhubha evacha patitanam pavanebho vaishnavebho namo namaha namo mahabadanyaya krishna prema pradayate krishnaya krishna chaitanya namne gauratise namaha Hey Krishna karuna sindho dinabandho jagatpate gopisha gopika kanto radha kanto namostute tapta kanchana gaurangi radhe vrindavaneshwari Vishubhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So in this chapter, Mother Parvati curses Chitraketu because Chitraketu laughed at Lord Shiva. For his Parvati was beside Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was speaking about Krishna consciousness, and Chitraketu criticized that what kind of this saintliness. So, Shukovacha, iti sutta bhagavataha shivasya umabhibhasitam babuva santadhi rajan devi vigata vismaya. Are you hearing me? Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you.
Okay. Sri Shuka Uvacha, Sri Shukadev Goswami said, Iti Das Sutta, hearing Bhagavata of the most powerful demigod, Shivasya of Lord Shiva, Uma, Parvati, Abhibhashitam, instruction, Babhuva became Shantadhi, very peaceful, Rajan, O King Parikshit, Devi, the goddess, Vigata Vismaya, released from astonishment. Sri Shukadev Goswami said, O King, after hearing this speech by her husband, demigods, Uma, the wife of Lord Shiva, gave up her astonishment at the behavior of King Chitraketu and became steady in intelligence. You see, regarding this background, I am not ready. I have not gone through this area. So I'm sorry. I was told that 6th canto, 13th chapter, 11 shloka. So anyway, let me see. Sri Vishwanath Chakraborty Thakur in purport remarks that the word Shantadhi means Shya Purva Svabhava Smrita. When Parvati remembered her former behavior in cursing Chitraketu, she became very much ashamed and covered her face with the skirt of her sari, admitting that she was wrong in cursing Chitraketu. Actually, Lord Shiva is a great Vaishnava. He always glorifies pastimes of Lord Krishna, and that is his only duty. So in this case, Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. So Lord Shiva did not mind, but Devi Uma or Parvati, she could not take it. Just like when Bhrigumuni kicked at the chest of Lord Narayan, and then Vishnu, then Lord Vishnu could tolerate it. But Lakshmi ji, she became upset, as you know, and then she went away for penance. She became upset. So similarly, here, Devi Parvati also could not understand the behavior of the devotees. That Shiva is a devotee and Chitraketu is also a devotee. So when the devotees have some talks in between, the juniors should not interfere in this matter. Because the discussion amongst the senior devotees we may not understand what their meaning. Sometimes they look like quarreling, but that may be a joking. That may be a joking amongst the Vaishnavas. So immediately we should not take it as, he is right and that he is wrong. In that way, we should not judge. We should be very careful in judging the Vaishnavas, specifically the senior Vaishnavas. So we have to be very careful. So here we see that Devi Parvati, she cursed, and then she got to her senses that no, I was wrong. So she felt ashamed. So, slok number 37. Iti bhagavato devvaha prati shaktu alantamaha murjna saja grihe shapam eta vatsadhu lakshanam. The great devotee Chitraketu was so powerful that he was quite competent to curse Mother Parvati in relation. But instead of doing so, he very humbly accepted the curse and bowed his head before Lord Shiva and his wife. This is very much to be appreciated as the standard behavior of a Vaishnava. So once again, the great devotee Chitraketu was so powerful that he was quite competent to curse Mother Parvati in relation and retaliation. Parvati in retaliation. But instead of doing so, he very humbly accepted the curse and bowed his head before Lord Shiva and his wife. This is very much to be appreciated as the standard behavior of a Vaishnava. So the purport is, upon being informed by Lord Shiva, Mother Parvati could understand that she was wrong in cursing Chitraketu. King Chitraketu was so exalted in his character that in spite of being wrongly cursed by Parvati, he immediately descended from his airplane and bowed his head before the mother, accepting her curse. This has already been explained. Narayana para sarve na kutaschana bimbhati. Chitraketu very sportingly felt that since the mother wanted to curse him, he could accept this curse just to please her. This is called sadhu lakshanam, the characteristics of a sadhu or a devotee. As explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Trinadupi Sunichena Taradupi Sahishnuna, a devotee should always be very humble and meek and should offer all respect to others, especially to seniors. Being protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, a devotee is always powerful, but a devotee does not wish to show his power unnecessarily. However, when a less intelligent person has some power, he wants to use it for sense gratification. This is not the behavior of a devotee. So we see, iti bhagavato devva prati shaktum alantamaha murdna saja grihe sapam etavat sadhu lakshanam. The great devotee Chitraketu was so powerful that he was quite competent to curse Mother Parvati in retaliation, but instead of doing so, he very humbly accepted the curse and bowed his head before Lord Shiva and his wife. This is very much to be appreciated as the standard behavior of a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava generally thinks he is in fault. He himself is in fault. Although fault may be somewhere else. And also, if there is some inauspicious incident takes place, for that also, he considers that this is because of my stupidity, my wrong activity, my wrong behavior, this thing happened. So in this way, a devotee always thinks he is wrong. Devotee never thinks I am right. He should, of course, devotees like us, we generally think I am right and others are wrong. But the system is the devotees should be thinking that I am wrong, others are right. That's why it is said when we give class, it is not to purify others, but to purify ourselves. To purify myself, I should give class. Not that I am so purified, so I am purifying others. No. A devotee who gives class, he thinks that he is not a fit candidate to speak. But for self-purification, they would devotee and speak. So similarly, here we see the Chitraketu, he is a Vaishnava, and Vaishnava generally is very meek and humble. And this humility is his ornament. Humility is the ornament of a Vaishnava. So, no matter whose fault it is, he or she considers this is my fault. In that way, the relationship amongst the Vaishnavas become very amicable. That there is no question of quarrel. Just like when we go to temple and pay obeisances to the deities, maybe someone else hits on my head with his foot. So then what I should think is that I should think that I'm blessed by his kick. By his kick, I am blessed. Of course, the devotee who hit by his leg or foot, he feels very much in an awkward situation. He tries to get excused. But the devotee who got hurt, also he thinks, I am blessed. I'm blessed by this devotee. So in that way, there is no quarrel. On the other hand, if it would be an ordinary situation, a karmi hits someone else by the foot, then the person who is hurt, he will be very furious. He will immediately start quarreling, fighting. What do you think you are? But a devotee, he thinks that he's another devotee and he touched my head by his foot, means I am blessed. So in that way, the devotees have very sweet relationship amongst themselves. So in that way, a devotee is always humble. Trinadapi Sulichana, he is more humble than a blade of grass. So in that way, he is ready to give respect to others and not expect for any respect for himself or herself. In that way, the relationship amongst the devotees become very amicable. There is no problem at all. So in that way, we should always try and understand that a devotee always thinks himself or herself to be unworthy. Although he or she may be very much capable of doing many, many things, but still he or she thinks that I'm not doing enough service to the Lord. I'm not qualified enough to become a devotee. In that way, he or she keeps himself or herself very maintains a low profile. On the other hand, in the material world, everyone tries to become best, and everyone thinks I am best. One of our devotees was saying that the karmis or conditioned souls, they think I am number one, and my wife is number two, my children are number three, my relatives are number four, and the others are 5, 6, 7, 8. So in that way, everyone thinks that he is the best, although there may be many, many inabilities in them, but still they think he or she is best. Everyone. And why we think like that? Because we all are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is best. Krishna is first class, top. And we are his children. So we also do not think ourselves anyway less. Just like in Dwarka, Lord Krishna had 16,108 queens, and each queen produced 10 children. And those children again produced 10 children each. But at the same time, Krishna and his sons and his grandsons all were looking alike. They were all youthful. Krishna is youthful always. His sons, his grandsons, everyone was youthful. So in that way, the queens would sometimes get puzzled to recognize who is Krishna and who is his grandson. Anyway, so being part and parcel, being children of the Supreme Lord, we also have the same kind of mentality that Krishna is the best, topmost. Similarly, I'm his son or daughter. So I'm not less also. In Hindi there is saying, बाप का बेटा सिपाही का घोड़ा कुछ नहीं तो थोड़ा थोड़ा. Some qualities will be there. So similarly, we also have the same tendency that we think ourselves to be best, to be number one. So in that way, because we are children of Krishna. But when we come to this material world is a place where every way we get defeated. Most of the times we get defeated in the way we expect. We expect to be best in all the ways, but most of the times we get defeated. So here we see that Chitraketu, being a devotee, he was able to retaliate. against the cursing of Parvati, but he did not do that. Rather, he considered, yes, maybe it's my fault. So he accepted, yes, whatever curse you have given, I accept. I am in fault. So in that way, we see in the case of Jai Vijay also that when they were cursed by the four Kumaras, they could not retaliate. They accepted, yes, what can be done? We are cursed. So then they accepted and went through the situations. Similarly, here Chitraketu is accepting, and he considers Mother Parvati as mother, and for mother's curse and mother's blessings are not different. Like a Vaishnava, if a Vaishnava curses or blesses, all are same. Blessing of the Vaishnavas and cursing of the Vaishnavas are not different. Similarly, here we find Chitraketu is taking in that spirit that Mother Parvati cursed him, and he accepted, yes, I am in fault, so I will suffer whatever suffering we have to go through. So in that way, we find that Chitraketu is a devotee. So the devotee's nature is very humble, meek. So we should try and not to offend the Vaishnavas. Offending Vaishnava is very dangerous for devotees' devotional life. Generally, we can offend a Vaishnava in 10 ways. Shall I mention?
Yes,
So,
Prabhu.
Generally, it is said that Hanti Nindanti Vaideshti Vaishnavan Abhinandati Kruddhate, etc. So if one kills a Vaishnava, that is an offense, kills or beats, then blasphemes a Vaishnava, that's also offense, and someone is acting against a Vaishnava, that is also offense. One becomes angry with a Vaishnava is offense, and by seeing a Vaishnava, if someone is not happy, does not express happiness, by seeing a Vaishnava, if one does not express happiness, that is also offense. So how many were there? 6, I think. Beating or killing, then blaspheming, then not welcoming a Vaishnava, then becoming angry with a Vaishnava and acting against a Vaishnava, and not expressing happiness by seeing a Vaishnava. In these 6 ways, we can commit Vaishnava Aparadh. And another 4 types of offenses also we can do. That is, suppose a devotee is born of a low background. So if we think that he is a low-class person, or say like that, you are a low-class person, that is an offense. When one becomes devotee, no matter where he is coming from, he should be treated as Vaishnava. So that is one. Another is, suppose a Vaishnava had some fault, and by this time it is rectified. Still, we chastise him or her. I know you are so and so, you are doing such and such thing. So this kind of talking is also offense. And a Vaishnava had fault and almost rectified, a little bit of remnants left. In that situation also, chastising him, saying that you are such and such a faulty person and this and that, that is also offense. And another offense is accidental mistake or misdoing. So that is also another offense. So in that way, in 10 different ways we can commit Vaishnava Aparadha. So we should be very careful not to commit offense. And then what to do if there is offense done? Then we should go to the Vaishnava and beg for pardon. Please forgive me. And the Vaishnava who is prayed for, he also should immediately forgive the devotee that no, you have not committed any offense in that way. So there should be very nice relationship. So in that way, we should be very careful not to offend Vaishnava. So Chitraketu knew that Lord Shiva is a greatest Vaishnava and Mother Parvati is his consort. So she is not less anyway. She is a Vaishnavi. So she respected her as mother, and mother's curse he accepted. Yes, I accept your curse. So he then took birth as a demon. Hare Krishna. I hope I don't know how much time is there. Any question, comment in this regard? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dhanwad Pranams. Thank you so much for reminding all of us about the Vaishnava Aparadhas. It was a wonderful session. Devotees have any questions or comments, please go ahead.
Today, actually, Anupam Prabhu, he gave me a wrong slope number. So it was a bit difficulty. But I hope next time when we have class, I'll try and get the right slope number so that I can prepare accordingly.
Yes, Prabhuji. Sorry for the not providing right verse. But yeah, next time I will provide you verse, Prabhuji. But thank you so much for coming on call, like on short notice, and having a nice class. Hare Krishna.
Is it Rupani Mati?
This is Shamarasika Devadasi. Rupini Padma Mataji is there on call. Mataji, please talk to Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, wonderful class. Thank you so much for your association. And so nice to hear from you. In spite of not, you mentioned you're not prepared, but you gave a whole class. And you rightly said in your class that, it's very difficult to associate with people who are not devotees because, I think it starts off with they don't have any control over their tongue. So sometimes, they will say things and it was very inspiring to hear how Chitraketu, in spite of being cursed, he, tolerated and gave a position like he said, okay, she's my mother. so I will just tolerate. So I assume that we should also learn from this, right, Prabhuji?
Mhm.
Because we also don't come across all devotees at all times. There are times when, there are people who will throw their frustration on us, and so we just have to keep on forgiving and moving forward, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, yeah. The relationship amongst the devotees should be very amicable. In that way, no difficulty.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Sri Prabhupada. It was so nice to have heard from you this morning. It was so purifying a session that we got. And thank you, Prabhu, for your nectarian class and kind association. Please purify ourselves with more and more of your association and nectarian classes. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you,
So we
Prabhuji.
can-
If nobody has any question or comments, we can end up the call here. We have a time, but if you have any question, please ask.
Mataji, I was thinking one thing, like Prabhuji prepared a different verse today, which is not verse. So maybe something, he put his time and effort. So some things he can share from that, because a repetition is good.
Yes, yes.
If you
Yes,
can,
Mataji, because we have time also, so yes. Could you please share whatever you prepared?
Actually, I was reading that 6, 13, 11, 12, 13, when that Britrasur was killed by Indra, and then the sinful reaction was chasing Indra. So that area. Then I was thinking that when Radhakunda and Shamkunda matter comes, when that Arishtasur was killed by Krishna in Vrindavan at Arit Gram, then the gopis, they said Krishna that you don't touch us. Neither we are going to touch you, because you are sinful. You become sinful. Why? You have killed a bull. So Krishna says, no, that was not a bull. That was a demon. A demon that who was going to destroy Brasdham. And I killed him. So that is not a bull. And then the gopi said, no, it was bull, because just like in the case of Chitraketu, he had to get the reaction of that Indra had to take reaction of killing Chitraketu. Although Chitraketu was this demon was killed by Indra, Britrasur, but still he had to get the reaction. Similarly, you also have killed a bull. So by killing a bull, it's a great sin. So unless you become purified, you will not associate with him. Then Lord Krishna said, then what can be done? What is the way of getting purified? They said you have to go to different holy places, take bath there, and get purified. So then he said, okay, all right, I'm going. So he started going. Then they said, no. How do we know where you are going or not going? So you have to do it in front of us. Then Krishna, then he hit the ground by his heel and made a hole, made a little whole place. So then he invited all different tirthas to come there, and those tirthas came and showed up and said, I am such and such tirtha. Another one says, I am such and such tirtha. In that way, all different tirthas came there, and in that way, they assembled there, and then the Lord took bath. So in that way, Shamkunda was done. And then Krishna said that, all right, I became purified. So you people also take bath, take up opportunity. Then the Radharani and the Shokis, they said, no, we are not going to do this. We will have our own kunda. So they made their own kunda and started bringing water from the Mansarovar. Then still there was no water. Water was all getting soaked out. So finally, Lord Krishna smiled and said, so what to do? And then all tirthas came to Radharani and said, if you allow, we'll just go into your kund and fill it up. And then that was Radhakunda. So in that way, Radhakunda and Shamkunda was done. So in that case, the gopis brought up the topic of Dhritarashtra to Lord Krishna, said that no, you cannot. In that way, the sinful reaction, of course, the Lord has no sin. He does not incur any sin. But for teaching us, sometimes he plays such a role that looks like sinful reaction is being suffered by the Lord also. Just like killing Bali in Ramayana. And then as a result, Lord Krishna was killed by Jara hunter. So this is all to teach us that if we commit sinful activity, there will be reaction. And the sinful reaction does not forget any of them. It is said that suppose there is 1,000 cows and 1,000 calves kept separately, and in the morning, all those calves are left open. So all the calves go to their own particular mother. They don't go to some other mother. And all of them know who is whose mother. Similarly, all the sins know where to go and how to attack. So in that way, the sinful reactions also are very unavoidable. So, but for the Lord, he does not have any sinful anything reaction, because the Lord is known as Apapa Viddham. And this Lord is not affected by sinful reaction. He is always pure. So anyway, that was more or less I was thinking we'll discuss. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing this. And it's so wonderful that the cows are so dear to Krishna that Krishna has given this special, gift to them that they can recognize their mother. So, amazing. Thanks for giving that comparison. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol. So we can finish the class here today.
Yes, Prabhu. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।
जय
आचार्य दास प्रभु की जय।
जय।
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare
थैंक यू
Krishna.
प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्णा।